And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for some more FRA. And here we go. We got our qualifiers for the World Finals 2. This week we got Zach and Superman coming out here for racing. We're looking to be really fast here.
Had a pretty good night in Atlanta. He actually got the freestyle win, Trenton. So let's see if he can start up a little streak and then our next qualifier.
Absolutely. We got Devin Dunlap in the Blue Thunder. That truck's got a lot of horsepower. And, if I'm remembering correct, he actually did pretty good in Atlanta as well.
Yeah, he had a crazy one-wheel save. I believe he got at least in the top 3, if I can remember correctly, for freestyle. He's actually so far had a pretty solid season, Devin. We know that he had a fantastic first showing in Season 1. And now, we're going to start up some racing for here in Phoenix. Alright, Trenton, for our first race here tonight in the big bracket we have here in Phoenix, Arizona, it is A-Golf and that beautiful-looking Wilman Bulldozer going up against Duncan in Suzuki. These drivers are looking ready, and we'll have Don ready them up.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
And here they go off the line there. It looks like Suzuki is slightly sleeping. Now, they don't have a whole lot of build-up to that turn there, Tim. So they literally
I'm
just
pretty sure Bulldozer clipped that pole.
I think Bulldozer.
Alrighty, Trenton, and the next race we have for round number 1 is Sean Ryan behind the wheel, the beautiful-looking maniac making his debut for the new season of FRA, versus Devin, one of our newest qualifiers here, and we are just waiting up for Donald's go.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
And a quick reaction from both of them going into that first turn, the final turn, I should say. It's going to be a close one, but Devin Dunlap will be moving on.
And up next for the first race of the second round, we have Chris B behind the wheel of the Safe Auto Minimizer.
Chris P.
Yes, Chris P. versus Duncan Tay behind the wheel of the Team Suzuki truck. We are waiting for Donald to ready these drivers up.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
Oh, man, Suzuki sleeping off the line, Trenton.
Absolutely. Something is not quite right with that truck. He was able to get it fired, but it's too late. Safe Auto will be...
Alrighty, Tim, up next for the second race of round number 2. We have Trevor behind the wheel of the High Roller versus Magnus behind the wheel of the beautiful looking Pastrana 199.
Absolutely.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
And they're off. Zach High Roller with a great punch start coming into the first turn. I said Zach. I meant to say I said Trevor. We're good. And it's going to be High Roller.
High Roller definitely coming out there first. Pastrana sleeping off the line.
For our next race of round number 2, we have Drew and Gunslinger facing off against the return of Trenton in that beautiful King Crunch body that he debuted at World Finals, but of course, footage hates me. Both drivers will get your tires when you're ready. Alright, both drivers are ready. Listen for it. Go! Dead even.
Pretty even off the line, coming around first turn. Trenton have
Oh,
a quick
it's
turn, but getting up on 2 wheels is going to be
Gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
All right, well, here we go with the next race. I'm joined with my good friend and colleague, Devin Dunlap. We got Hot Wheels taking on Little Tiger. We're just waiting on Donald's go.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
Pretty even off
And
the
the
line.
drivers are
Coming around
absolutely,
the first corner.
going into...
Oh, Chase having some trouble. It's going to be Hot Wheels.
Alright, for the next race, we have Donald, one of the World Finals qualifiers, driving Raging Steel versus Taryn behind the wheel of that beautiful looking Hot Wheels. We are waiting for Donald to ready these drivers up.
Didn't you just say Donald was driving?
Drivers, look at your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go!
And there they go. The green light is out here coming into that half turn they got to do. It's going to be a close one.
It's going to be
Oh,
Hot
the
Wheels.
pushing.
Hot Wheels.
Because Rage of Steel... Actually, that wasn't a bad crash from Rage of Steel, but Rage of Steel didn't get both tires, so sad.
All right, well, here we go to the second round. More second round action. We got Hydro and Blacksmith. And then we got, I believe you said, who in Gravedigger was it?
Bryant and Gravedigger.
You know, these two are mad fast. We're just waiting on Donald to give them the go.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
And there they go. They're about basically even there, Tim.
Oh,
Going to that
fantastic
half
turn from Hydro. But
wait a minute.
It's going to be Gravedigger.
Digger's moving on. You know, that
Oh!
All right, well, here comes one of the fastest guys in radio control. This is Danny Werewolf. You know, this guy is an absolute legend, Tim.
Absolutely, and he's got a Byron, so he can literally take his lap whenever he wants.
Absolutely, you know, and as a legend, he's going to take his time, that or go really fast.
And really wide. Oh my lord, that's actually a really good pass, though. Solid.
That was absolutely...
All right, Trenton, next race, it's the two guys who came out in intros, our newest World Finals qualifiers. This should be an interesting race here, as we're just waiting for Donald to ready him up.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
And there they go, off the line. This is going to be a short course, so they are going to be battling it out throughout the entire thing, going down.
Blue Thunder.
I think it was Blue Thunder by a hair.
Wow.
For our final race of round 2, Trenton, it is Max making his return in that beautiful Iron Owl going up against Gov in the Monster Patrol. We're just waiting for Donald to ready these drivers up.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
And they're off here going into that turn. This is where the horsepower has to be laid down.
Iron Outlaw. Fantastic pass from Iron Outlaw.
Alrighty, and for the first race of the quarterfinals, we have Chris P behind the wheel of that beautiful looking safe auto minimizer. But in the lane opposing him, we have Trevor behind the wheel of the beautiful looking high roller machine. We are waiting on Donald to ready these drivers up.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
Zach,
And we
mind
have
you,
green.
Zach, Trevor is our World Finals 1 racing winner. Fantastic turn from Safe Auto. Safe Auto, barely.
Oh, absolutely.
What a
Trevor had him
race.
For the majority of the race, it would have been a big upset, and that's saying something considering Trevor's our World Finals champion. Alright. Sam, you want to do it, Trevor, or should I?
Okay. For the next race of the quarterfinals, it is Donald in that beautiful Rage and Steel going up against Drew, who's done successful so far, or who has been successful here tonight in racing, and Gunslinger. I will ready them up. Both drivers will get your tires when you're ready. Listen for it. Go! Dead even off the lines. They're coming down to the one and only turn. Fantastic turn from Gunslinger. It's going to be Gunslinger moving on to the next round, and High Roller is officially... Wow, okay. That might... Ooh. Orlando moment.
Man, oh man, Tim. Look at what we have here for our quarterfinal race. We have Bryant Stegel behind the wheel of the beautiful looking Gravedigger machine, that beautiful green ghost. But in the lane opposing him, we have one of the fastest drivers here all night. We have Danny driving the beautiful looking War Wizard. Donald, we're going to send it down to you to ready these drivers up.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
Here we go. I'm ready for this.
This is going to be a close race. Fantastic turn, and it's going to be Gravedigger moving on to the semifinals, but a valiant effort by Danny and War Wizard. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to the table here in freestyle.
Man, oh man, after a beautiful race we've seen just there, we have another beautiful race coming in for our quarterfinals. We have Blue Thunder being driven by Devin versus the beautiful looking Iron Outlaw being driven by Max. We're going to send it down to Donald to ready these drivers up.
Drive your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
Here we go with another green. Devin with the whole shot.
Oh, but a fantastic turn by Iron Outlaw. It's gonna be... Oh, I have no idea. Oh, no, Max. Actually, that's not as bad. That was a lot softer than I thought.
Alrighty, and for the first race of the semifinal, we have Chris P behind the wheel, that beautiful looking safe bottle minimizer. And we have Drew driving the gunslinger. We don't often see Drew make it this far here, so it's quite shocking that he did. But either way, we're going to send it down to Donald to ready these drivers up.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
Here we go, even off the line, Tim.
Fantastic turn from both. It's gonna be Chris P moving on to the finals for the third week in a row. Oh my lord, Gunslinger almost killed Safe Auto. The next race, everybody, this is honestly a Dennis versus Lindsey Wink match in my eyes. It is Brian Stagel and the beautiful, bad to the bone, black and green Wrecking Machine Gravedigger going up against Max in that sleek looking Iron Outlaw. Donald, ready him up.
Drivers, wiggle your tires when you are ready. Listen for it. Go.
You know, here we go. This is the final race, right?
Semis.
Almost. Semi.
Oh, no!
Finals, but it's gonna be a close one. Look at that.
Gravedigger hit the pole.
Digger is gonna edge him out.
I think Gravedigger hit a pole. I'm so sad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Trent, whoever's commentating, we're in the finals. It is Chris P
Absolutely.
making his third in a row finals appearance, going up against the debut for Max here tonight in Phoenix. Can Chris finally capture his win, or will Max, making his debut for Season 2, catch a lucky break here after a fantastic race in the semifinals? We're going to find out now. Let's go racing!
Drivers, wiggle those tires for one final time. Listen for it. Go.
Trenton, Tim, both of these drivers are incredible. This is going to be a phenomenal race here.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on.
Fire now! Oh.
All right, Max, you came out here. You were able to get all the way to the finals to take the win. How are you feeling right now?
It feels good to be able to come back after what happened in last season's World Finals, the whole controversy there, and to be able to, you know, go ahead and prove that I am the racer that I should be cracked up to be. And Chris is a hell of a competitor. Donald is a hell of a competitor. Everyone I raced tonight, it was not an easy road to the finals. And I just want to say hats off to everyone. This was a great racing competition.
Well, you know, you had an absolutely amazing racing competition, but it's not over tonight because we got freestyle coming up. Do you have a plan? Because you got some tough competition.
I mean, honestly, I think I'm playing on what Scott Douglas likes to call house money. And I won racing. If I go out and I tear it up in freestyle and walk away with a double down, then we'll see what happens. But my plan is just go big and hope for the best.
All right, well, there you go, fans. Max Halpert, Iron Outlaw.
First up for freestyle here tonight, folks, in Phoenix, Arizona, it is Marcelo in Bad Habit. Guys, he got the truck fixed and ready to rock for freestyle.
Yeah, you know, he actually blew the engine. Sorry to cut you off there, man. You know, 3 judges and
That's not
3
time, sorry.
commentators in the booth is a little difficult, but you know, he blew that motor in intros, and that doesn't happen too often, Zach.
Oh,
No,
that's
it
time
really
start.
doesn't. It is unfortunate. However, Marcelo seems to have gotten this truck up to 110%, and he is going to throw down as such.
Absolutely, you know, Marcelo was actually able to talk with Tim earlier, and Tim, what did he have to say?
You know, he said that the truck was giving him some transmission issues, and they didn't want to end up blowing it completely
Whoa!
and racing. Nice pogo on the back end, and they decided to reserve the truck as much as they could and fix the transmission so they didn't completely blow it and have to do a complete transmission
my God!
swap and some nice air.
Rock and roll.
Is that some sick air or what from the Bad Habit?
Some of the biggest air we're going to see all night, and throwing them into some beautiful donuts. You could even call those cyclone spins, if you will.
He has fantastic momentum right now.
You know, they said they were going to reserve the truck. Well, it doesn't look to me like they're reserving much. Oh, man.
And a beautiful slap wheelie to top it off. Trenton, Tim, look at what we have.
25 left in regulation. What a move!
Unbelievable!
This is one of the best freestyles I've seen from Marcelo at all in FRA. 15 left in regulation.
You know, I hope the judges are fair on this one, because this is a heater.
Absolutely.
Oh, geez, stuffed it.
Man.
And he's going to walk it, and that is going to be his last regulation move. And that's going to kick off bonus. Oh, no. Can he save it? Wow. He's good to go. Didn't get RI'd. Trenton. Holy cow.
I know. Me and Zach are absolutely just having a loss of words. Look at that.
8 seconds left.
Trenton, we're stunned here.
And that's going to be it, an RII, and that's going to end his time anyways. A fantastic run from Marcelo. 2 8s,
Judges.
a 7, and a 4 for bonus. Let's see, 16, 23, what is that? That's a 27 out of 35. Wow.
That's well deserved. What a wild run we have there. Marcelo sets the bar high here in Phoenix.
All right, second up for freestyle tonight, it is Duncan Tay in Team Suzuki, and we're kicking it very old school. If you've been on my channel for God knows how long at this point, I've got Max in the commentary booth with me. Max, let's see what Duncan can do.
Yeah, I think if Duncan, since he's a very good freestyler in my eyes from what I've seen from him, I think if he lays down a good consistent run here, he might take a shot at Marcelo, even though Marcelo went balls out in the first run of the night.
All right, he's got the green light to go. He's just hyping up the crowd. He's going to go big for his first
here we
hit.
go. He's going to start off big.
Nice
Great
air.
air, nose and over.
Team Suzuki, glad to see Duncan
Announcing his
piloting it.
presence.
This track is going to be a bit tricky to kind of maneuver because there's not a lot, but they're big hits.
There is. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
my goodness.
there's some really big hits like you see right there from Duncan. And if he's able to maneuver them well enough, I think he could get pretty high up in the scoring here if he's, you know, smart enough about it.
Digger
Duncan,
Donuts.
very famous.
Oh!
Oh, ouch.
Oh, he fixed his
That
sway
was
bar
a
at least.
rough hit on the cars.
Oh, he
Wow.
didn't fix his sway bar. I lied.
Like I
Alright.
was saying, Duncan, very famous for, you know,
Oh my
doing stuff
lord.
on his YouTube channel, having commentary stuff with the one who shall not be named. And
The one who
turning
shall not
around
be
here,
named.
having a good run.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Oh, can he walk it?
Get it back.
Oh,
All right.
reversed it. Okay. He's got
That's it.
30 seconds
Hey.
left in regulation
That-
time.
That was viewed as a true testament to you as a driver back in the day. If you were able to back up after not making it up and hit it again and clear it like that.
Oh, nice slap wheelie.
That was really good
He's
right
got
there.
a good run. The momentum is a bit lackluster, I think, from Marcelo's, but I think if he can get a big wow factor in these final 10 seconds of regulation, he could put up some pretty good numbers, and that's a nice sky wheelie.
That was a little bit of a risk there, too.
And that
He
is going
popped
to
a
be
tire.
the end of regulation right there.
The right rear is flat on Team Suzuki.
Boingus is what is the truck now. Oh, no. Wait, can he save it? Oh, that was a hard hit. They're going to RII him.
Oh,
Officials. Officials, do you think he's good? I mean,
The
he's-
height was ROR entirely.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
he's good.
I
He's
think
got
The
he's
body
fine.
crumpled,
I'd
I
say
think he'd be
refire.
fine.
yeah, he's got 13 seconds left in bonus. I
Oh,
did
that
pause the
tire's
time.
really flat. He's got like nothing
Yeah.
on it.
Oh my
Oh,
lord! Can
it
he
back.
keep it?
get it back again. Come
Oh my
on.
lord!
There you go. There
Nice
you go.
save.
There you go, Duncan. Working with what he's got. That's
Oh my-
smart. That's really good.
And that's gonna end regulation right there, and they're gonna RII him officially there. Wow, 2 runs ending with a rollover. We're gonna see.
Ended the same way Marcelo did. What a run from Duncan right
We're
there.
gonna see what the scores reflect: a 7, a 6, a 6, and a 3. So I don't think that's gonna take the lead, but that is going to be a 12, 19. That's gonna be a 22 out of 35. Not gonna take the lead, but a very impressive run from Duncan.
Next up, we have A Golf and Bulldozer trying to beat a 27 out of Bad Habits. Starting off nice on the backside of that middle tabletop there, Zach. What do you think he's got to do to take the lead here?
Oh,
He's gonna definitely have to do something innovative and unique, and that was something like that. You know, RIP that transmission, but
Wow. He just hit it 3 different ways in a row. That's
absolutely
creativity right there.
Absolutely, a big sky wheelie from the bulldozer truck. You know, this truck, you don't often see it in that type of position, up with his nose up in the air like that. However, don't doubt Agolf here. He can definitely do it.
Good control there. He's starting off really ragged edge right now.
holy
He's throwing
crap!
caution to the wind, and he's doing really good. That was great.
I hope I don't cut anybody off, but these drivers are putting everything on the line for this event. Oh, that's gonna be... He didn't hit the wall.
Oh, that's great control.
Don't
right
do
there.
that again,
Holy
though, please.
cow.
Holy crap.
That was amazing control, but it was kind of stinky.
30 seconds left in regulation. Oh, nice wheelie, though. Oh, wow.
That is the best wheelie so far.
Definitely. You know, Agolf here is driving one of these trucks called with a Willman chassis. Of course, for those of you who don't know what a Willman chassis is, it's when the engine sits up front. The truck is a little bit skinnier, but definitely longer.
Oh, no.
But with that engine sitting up front,
Oh,
my!
he's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen for me. His truck is literally expanding.
It's expanded at a pause point to where he's sideways. Did he save it? Oh, he saved it.
Yeah, he did. Holy cow, what a
RII.
save. I don't think that should be an RII.
No, I'm trying to let the lag catch up. That's why I.
No,
Oh, the
yeah, I
lag.
paused
Okay, my
it.
bad.
Oh, that's the end of his regulation. That save is the last thing to count.
Okay.
That
So he's
save,
good to
from what
continue.
I saw of
Good,
it,
you're
that
good.
was really good.
Hey, Golf, you're good. Fire it up.
Absolutely.
Bonus time is paused right when it begins, so you're good. Go ahead, Agolf. There we go.
Here we go.
Oh, that's done.
Oh,
That's
no.
done.
Sorry,
That's done. Ouch.
Oh, no!
Ah, he killed it.
And that's going to be it. We're going to see what his scores reflect. He literally made 1 hit. So he's going to get a 22. He ties Duncan. Congratulations, Agolf.
Alrighty, and up next, making his way onto the track, we have Magnus behind the wheel. That beautiful, beautiful looking Pastrana 199.
Absolutely, you know, that thing is a beautiful looking machine, and look at the sky wheelie he did there. Another sky wheelie riding it out to boot. On a roll already.
Holy
Zach is dying.
Trenton, I was talking about this earlier. You want to be different when it comes down to this track. When with a lot of the same obstacles, and really that's absolutely.
Oh, my
Getting
lord.
Some nice air.
Look at that air. Wow.
Unbelievable. Getting a little cattywampus here.
You know, he's definitely got a lot of momentum.
Tires.
Nice.
Nice. Getting a slap wheelie, riding it all the way down. Oh, he's gonna be careful. Nicely done. Getting a little close to the wall, but able to avoid it. That is some great driver control.
He's ripping it
Yeah.
up right now.
Oh, my
Look
lord.
at the air he got there.
Oh, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. RR moments. All right. He
Yeah, rigor
left
rod moment.
21 seconds left in the... He's not going to get a... Unfortunately, he's not going to get a bonus score.
He
but,
was going for it. Holy cow.
He's going to get a 17 out of 35, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
I think he had a run going for the lead, man.
Oh, very much so.
I love that run so
He
much.
just had to fill a little bit more time.
Chris, you're
He
not
was
up. I
so
just saw you.
technical.
Magnus, you're still on wheel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, up next, Max, we have Chase driving that beautiful looking little tiger coming out here representing the World Finals body.
Yeah, that is a beautiful looking piece here. And I don't think he's going to leave Phoenix, Arizona tonight with that body still on the truck. I think it's going to be laid out across the track.
I gotta disagree because it's physically impossible to rip that body off of that truck. But that's a bit too meta. Anyways,
Oh, nice start.
nice first hit here for Chase. Getting some nice air
Oh.
off of the pod.
A little sideways,
Did
but he
he-
keeps it under control.
Did he tweak the truck up or something off of his first hit?
I don't know, but he's
Yeah,
sliding.
but I'm not sure. The truck still looks to be perfectly intact. Coming up,
Nice
getting a
little
nice
sky
sky
wheelie.
wheelie, rolling it over the little ramp there. Beautifully done by Chase.
He's getting this truck a little bent out of shape early, and that's what the fans like to see. But at the same time, I think that you got to be as technical as what we just saw from Magnus if you want a shot at Marcelo.
Absolutely, and Chase
Oh.
throwing it down with some nice cyclones and getting some nice air into a slap wheelie. So really, that should build up some of your technicality points there.
Wow.
Either way.
Yeah, he just like took my words right there.
And another slap wheelie, not too much because he realized he was getting a bit close to the wall. Beautiful driver awareness. And he's coming out now. He's just having a good time. I don't think Chase cares about winning. That's the great thing about Chase. He doesn't care about winning. He just cares about the rolling down.
15 left in regulation.
Sky wheelie.
That was probably the biggest air we've seen off the backside of those cars the entire night so far.
8 seconds
throwing
left
in
in
more
regulation.
Some more cyclones.
That's going to be his last regulation hit right there.
Okay, here we go. Fourth driver to make it in bonus, rather. My bad. But who filled it?
Absolutely. Chase.
Oh, the famous Chase.
Wait a
Dan
minute.
Evans. Yes. Yes.
Transmission
One
go
more
bye-bye.
Regulation score.
That was really good.
Donuts, he's got 8 seconds left in bonus. Oh, Lord.
See if he can finish
Oh!
off strong.
Oh, and he ended it right at the end of bonus time with spectacular fashion. Crash. We're going to
That
see
is
what the scores
exclamation mark
are.
right there.
On his lid. But Chase, look at him jumping on that ramp right in front of the pod. A happy driver nonetheless.
Next up in freestyle, still trying to beat that
Go.
27 from Marcelo. We got Gunslinger being driven by Mr. Cutie himself. Yeah, I'm gonna call him that.
Drew.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Drew is a very talented driver, very underrated driver in my opinion. He has a lot to prove. He's really stepping up though. He's made
Yeah.
it, if I recall correctly, Drew has made it to the semifinals tonight.
Yeah. Oh,
And to point
That was
out,
nice.
last week, there was a lot of controversy on if he should have won freestyle last week. He made it pretty high in huge air.
he's going big right there. He made it pretty high in the air. Oh my gosh.
Oh, absolutely. Drew is looking to throw.
Oh,
down
no!
on the
He's
flag.
good.
Oh, ouch.
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 That was a
Keeps
very
number one of the season for him.
Okay.
Alright, he's still
Gunslinger
going.
laying down. Yeah, he's laying down a nice run. The equipment holding together really nicely.
Of course, one of the advantages about the Gunslinger truck here is that this truck does not run any sway bars.
Very
So
true. Kind of.
able to hold himself up here.
Max D
Yeah,
moments.
pretty similar. Yeah, like I was actually about to mention that. Like that's how Mence runs it.
Absolutely. And Gunslinger laying down on the loud pedal, getting some solid air here, but he's going to have to do a little bit more if he really wants to.
It's that man
25
a
left
lot
in
smarter.
regulation.
He's hitting things a little square, but that's smart on this track because we've seen it. Anything can trip you up.
Oh
But that is the
my!
biggest air of the night so far. Wow.
Absolutely. Gunslinger, Drew's real. He heard he's got to pick it up, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's got his crew chief.
Oh, big sky
Oh,
wheel.
nice. That's
Yeah,
gonna be
big-
his last regulation hit too.
That obstacle's tripped up a lot of guys so far, especially
Oh
when
my
they've been hitting it like that. He's
gosh.
sending it. Oh my
First place.
gosh.
Absolutely.
He's gonna have to do something big in bonus because Marcelo had a
Oh.
4.
As soon as you say that, he
Oh!
Regulation score.
Oh no!
Save it.
Gunslinger, nice. 5,
Talking about
4,
something big.
3, 2, 1, and that's gonna be it. Nice air to
Both
finish
Marcelo's
it
shaking in
off.
his boots, waiting for these scores to come
We're
in.
gonna
Still
see.
need one more regulation score.
We have a
Chase.
7, a 7. Someone just double score, I guess. Yes, bingus boingus. 7. And a 3. So that is going to be a 24. Not going to be enough, but that is going to take second place, I believe. Next up for Freestyle Max, it is Terran and Hot Wheels. Max, we've seen Terran for quite some time now whenever it comes to me and you commentating for any league.
I agree with that. I had the pleasure of watching him run a little bit in some bigger leagues. too,
Wow,
like
okay! Not
and he
even
does stuff like this all the time.
Taryn and
bigger.
Hot Wheels.
He's definitely developed into a really consistent, like one of those guys that's really coming up, and you got to watch out for kind of drivers.
Nice. Oh, one wheel, little wheelie. Just to keep Max updated here, Max, he drove Bulldozer Willman last season, so if anything,
Yeah.
it's just a body change and maybe a bit better vision.
Pretty much. I mean, the Bulldozer, the Team El Toro Loco trucks, pretty much, a little bit limited field of vision because of the eyes up at the top. And with this, Ford pickup body style, he's gonna have a lot more, leeway to be able to maneuver this track a lot
Whipping around
smoother.
the track with high speed.
Yeah, he's really keeping the speed up, and that's something that I always look for in a freestyle. If you have a lot of really good flow in between hits, then it just looks smoother and it looks like you have more momentum.
Oh my word.
Especially when he's doing stuff like this.
Max, he had so much horsepower in that truck, it picked up the front engine truck almost into a wheelie.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and he's
cross
hitting
thread.
stuff in ways we haven't seen quite yet, especially like that off of that tabletop.
15 seconds
He's-
left in regulation. He's giving Marcelo a run for his money.
Yeah, he's putting himself into contention here. I mean, kind of had to slow down there just so he didn't. Oh,
Nice. And that's going to be his last regulation move right there. So this is going to
Okay,
kick
there
off
we go.
bonus.
That's
Huge
nice.
start to bonus. Max, I'm going to say it. That is some serious elevation, Holmes. Scott,
Regulations.
I can agree with that one. Though. I mean, he was up there. You could
ouch.
you could hear him on the radars at Phoenix International Airport with that.
I mean, he was probably dude, he was probably eye level with all the people in second deck. And
Yeah,
oh
that
my
was
lord.
awesome. Oh,
Ouch. ROR moment. He can keep going. He's got
that
2
was a
seconds
rough
left.
hit, but he
That's going to be his last bonus score. I paused the
that was
time.
manageable.
Yeah. Wow, what a run from Taryn. Let's see what the scores
Man.
reflect. An 8, a 7, an 8, and a 3.
Oh,
So
1 point short of time.
1 point short, a 26.
Alrighty, Tim has joined the booth with us here tonight. And guys, look at this. Hydro is driving
You're good to
that
go, Hydro.
beautiful looking blacksmith, excuse me.
Backsmith.
Where is he?
Coming out of the
There he
tunnel,
is.
there he is, making his way onto the track.
That's a nice little throwback body design that he's got on there.
Absolutely.
Hydro is
Running the
very
same pace
underrated.
that he ran last year.
Yeah, he
Truck looks like it sits a little high here.
just doing a little parade lap. I think he's trying to get a feel for this dirt and, kind of looking around and see how he's kind of views certain jumps. And it looks like,
Oh god.
oh, he's got the purple beads too. I didn't even notice that. Sick.
Oh man, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna
Oh,
go
please don't
to
nosedive.
clear that
Nice.
center quad. Nicely
Nice,
done
sir.
into a bit of a slack wheelie. Beautifully done.
Oh, no!
Oh,
I'm actually devastated. I've never been so
That
sad in my
makes me
life.
so sad.
Damn,
He
bro,
felt-
something's up with this truck.
Oh no. I was commenting on how it sits really high.
He's gonna get a 2, a 3, and
I was commenting on
I
how
think I
that
messed
truck
something up with
sits
the
a little
truck.
high.
a 2. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be a
that thing-
7.
that thing-
Next up for freestyle after a literal heartbreak, it is Danny Inwar Wizard. He, I think, raced Bryant in the quarterfinals and almost got it, but he was just a little short. So I'm excited to see what Danny can do. Mind you guys, the first event we saw him, he only lost due to the bonus score being higher for Donald in Rage and Steel.
I know it was
Oh!
very unfortunate, but Danny's doing what most drivers have done, but he's getting the most amount of air that I have seen.
That was a very nice start, getting a lot
Oh,
of
no.
air in the bounce.
Oh! What a save!
That was
Beautifully
interesting.
done.
That was very interesting. I liked that a lot. Nosing over there. Now, Danny, he's driven a multitude of trucks over the years. And especially recently, too. I think, though, he's probably been the most consistent across driving all of them.
You know, Max, something to point out, he's actually, one of his first trucks he drove was War Wizard, but it wasn't the throwback one like we're seeing. Oh no.
Oh, no.
That's going to be it. I'm devastated.
Rip.
Alright,
45
Yeah, it was the
seconds
2015 one.
filled. And that's going to be it. We're going to see what the scores reflect. A 4, a 3, and a 4.
thank you.
That just goes to show that despite
11.
this track not having a
All right, next up for freestyle, it is Trenton Ray and King Crunch and Max. We actually have his crew chief, Devin, in the booth with us. Devin, what is Trenton's plan here for freestyle?
You know what? He was talking to me back in the pits. We were getting some last-minute touches done on the truck before we came out. After racing, he wanted to touch some things up, so we touched some things up. As you can see, he's going to be able to handle those big air moments just like that. So he said he didn't really have a plan. He was going to go out there and just burn it down for these fans out here in Arizona. So
Trenton always runs strong. Thank you, Devin, for that insight. I'm happy to see what Trenton's going to do with it here because he's already coming out.
Oh, no.
oh no.
Oh, wow.
He's going for it. He gets it into a wheelie.
Oh, I didn't
Up
want to
on
do more
one
work after the
tire.
show. Thank you.
That was on one tire for a second.
And Max points on that this, again, is his beautiful World Finals body design that he is rocking and rolling here in Phoenix.
You know what? He called me the
rear end up.
He called me the other day and he was like, "Hey man, what do you think about me running the World Finals body again?" I was like, "You know what, man? Go ahead. The camera's cut out during the World Finals, so I said we might as well give it some
Oh, my
camera
Lord.
time." So
That wasn't as bad as,
no.
that was not as bad as the first person who did it.
Definitely not.
Ooh, I
He
thought we
went
were gonna have a
not as
lawsuit.
high.
But don't do it again.
Yeah, no stadium damage, please.
my
Huge.
God.
That's the furthest.
Oh,
I
can he
was
save?
completed.
What a save!
What a save!
No
He's
cosmetic
got-
Making
work.
sure he doesn't damage that. World
10
Finals
seconds
body.
left in regulation time. Trenton is having a run. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's gonna end his
Oh, there goes my body.
regulation.
That's also gonna end his run.
Thanks, bud.
Alrighty, up next we have Donald behind the wheel of the Raging Steel. Hey, that even rhymed. Max, Donald's coming out here onto the track. He's gonna have to follow up not only Trenton, not only Marcelo, but he's really gonna have to wow the crowd here in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree. I mean, there's still 8 points on the board to work with, but it's been proven that this track has been a truck killer, and these drivers haven't been able to work with it too much.
I know, but you know what? Hey, credit where credit's due. Donald's been paying attention, and he has really been noticing
Yes.
stuff that drivers haven't been hitting, and he's gonna come out and start
Very much
differently, and he's gonna whip it into some cyclones, some digger cyclones, if you will, and get
Oh,
some
great
massive
air
air
off
off
the
that
front
racing.
side of that racing lane. On the nose, kind of Tom Mentz-esque style back there.
Absolutely.
He's
Gonna have to be a
really
bit
got a
careful.
lot of speed right now. That beautiful World Finals body.
Oh, absolutely, and he landed a bit hard. I'll get back to that, but firstly, he
Nice.
just hit some of those reverse donuts. That's the move you like, Max.
Yeah, exactly. That's something you want to do. That's something different. That's something we haven't seen anyone even attempt so far.
Some
He just
point,
killed him.
But as I was saying earlier, he landed pretty hard on that front right tire after going over the pod. But
I saw that
He
too.
used to be good. Let's see how well that
Oh,
tire
my
can hold
lord.
up throughout the
A
rest
lot
the
of
show.
air. Holy.
Max, he has quite a few different bodies. You should have seen it in Hot Atlanta. He had a split paint Raging Steel.
Wow, that's really cool.
That sounded so sarcastic. I love it. He's got 20 seconds left.
Yep, he's
Oh,
dead.
wait.
Maybe? That wasn't as hard of a hit as the other guys
Alright,
have done it,
alright.
but
14 seconds. I'd say that. I mean, I'd say he's good.
I'd say
Officials.
he's
Yeah,
good too,
I'd say he's
honestly.
good.
Say one more in.
That
Yeah,
was a
one more
soft
hard hit
roll.
though, and it will be done. So time will
Momentum
resume.
killer, time
Oh my
has
lord.
paused.
That's how you start it.
Yep.
Doing
Kinda
the same
sideways,
thing
too.
little Tiger did.
Almost into the wall.
10 seconds left in regulation.
Almost-
Nicely done.
oh.
Beautiful cross thread.
Almost got a bit more power
And
going
that
down
is
the down
his
ramp to
last
get some,
regulation hit right there. This is going to kick off bonus. Nice. Oh, nice
This
guy.
is- Oh,
All right, Max, Zach. Up next, it is Gov in the beautiful Monster Troll. He's got lights flashing everywhere. He's got the green light to go. Max, I want to point something out. We're getting pretty far in this lineup. And the guy who went
Yep.
out first, still in that hot seat. He's getting pretty
I mean,
comfortable.
hey, Marcelo is a hell of a freestyler. He knows how to get it done. But I think Gov may have a couple of tricks up his sleeve in that beautiful truck. I had the pleasure of racing him earlier, and I don't believe he feels too good about losing. So I think he's going to take it out on this freestyle track.
This truck is blinged out with LED lights. I swear. Look at all the lights.
Definitely one of the main attractions of this event.
Very popular at
most
the pit party.
certainly. Absolutely. You see something? This is what we really like about this FRA series. It's very inclusive for the fans and very inclusive for the
He's starting
children.
in
A lot
reverse.
of children.
Okay, backwards, Bob.
A lot of children coming up to this truck and Gov being very interactive with every single fan that came up here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tim,
what
I
a
also wanna
start.
point
Earlier, and this
out-
is what he had to say about what he was doing tonight.
Tim, I
All right,
also,
good interview, Gov. Just kidding. We didn't get words.
Tim, I also wanted to point out, what is backwards Bob? We're in 2006. I don't know what truck.
I don't know.
that
I'm
was.
just coming up with words, man. It just sounded
can't
right.
reveal
Dude,
the
that
concept
sounds
art
like
like
that
that.
sounds like a cool truck name or like idea.
Yeah.
I wonder
for
what
sure.
the concept would be.
Shut up, Max. Okay, back to seriousness though. Oh, that was
Gov
nice
getting
off the
some
backside.
Nice there over the pod.
Not
Yeah,
very many
getting back to
people.
the run, Gov is laying down
Not many
a
people
solid
have
run to
actually
start.
gone for the clear on the backside. They've been wanting to kind of hit the little dirt jump. Nice
That's
wheelie. That's the best wheelie of the night.
dragging the tail all the way to the end zone there.
Having a
Absolutely.
pretty good start. Oh,
Nice,
big
slows
sky
down. That's a
wheelie.
nice sky wheelie. Bounce might get him. No, it doesn't. Okay, he's good. He's chilling. He's laying down a really solid run right now. Really clean. A lot of cool moves so far. He's getting a lot of big air.
About 20 seconds left in regulation time here. He's gonna. Oh, that was nice. I think if he
Great
wants to
air
take
off
that
of
lead
that.
from Marcel, he's really gonna have to start kind of throwing caution to the wind and just going balls to the walls at this point.
I know. He's
Pretty
gonna have to
much.
beat. He's gonna have to beat a 27. If there's anyone who's been talking
Oh, as
tonight,
soon as you
it
say
has
that.
been Gov. Gov has been saying to everyone and reminding
End of regulation.
everyone here on the pit that there is still 8 points to work with. Gov has been really open
Oh.
about that, and that is exactly his goal.
Oh, he's gonna go for
Regulation
some big air.
first, please.
He is gonna go for some big air here in bonus. Wow.
Wow. Am I still scoring?
Yes.
No,
No, Chase
Oh.
ain't here. I thought.
no, Devin got it. It's fine.
Oh, he got it? Okay.
Yeah.
And that is, he's got one bonus hit left.
Potentially gonna go for it. Maybe.
3,
Oh no.
2, 1,
Okay.
and nice.
Great air to finish. A lot of threes in bonus. We might see that here.
Slap wheelie.
A 6, a 7, a 6, and a 3. So,
So
not gonna take the
19
lead.
so far. Another 22.
Oh no.
Oh man.
So, not gonna take the lead. Sad. Sad
No.
moments.
Alrighty, up next for our freestyle competition, we have Sean Ryan driving the beautiful looking Maniac. Sean, of course, riding out of the Vermont camp, but this truck is a Canadian truck.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, he
Oh,
saved
wait.
it. He is very determined. Wow.
Absolutely. Sean Ryan, he's been waiting to get his hands onto this truck series for a very, very long time.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Alright.
Aye.
I mean, I'd say that's about the same extent as Donald's.
Donald.
Yeah, he can refire. He's good.
Yeah,
Another
I
hard hit
agree.
though, and it will be a done.
Wasn't that hard of a hit.
That was thankfully momentum was on his side. Oh, he's not laying off though. Oh my! That is the biggest air and the
Oh.
bounce. Oh, but he saves it. Nice. Wow. I
That was
didn't-
quite splingus.
Very funny suspension moments. Oh no, Sean. Okay, that's gonna. um, what is happening? Okay, another funny moment, and it's definitely done. He's got to chill out. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Donald just leaves. Oh, ow, how did he keep it on all fours?
That's some good truck control right there, brother.
Brother.
Sean Ryan, listen, I hate to say it, but Sean Ryan is looking at the lead here.
Oh, that suspension is so
Maybe.
boingy. 53 seconds left. He's got about 15 seconds left in regulation. He saved it. That was legit though. It wasn't.
Again!
It wasn't doopy. Doopy goop. Doop goop doop doop doop.
Anyways, back onto the.
And that's
to
the end of
line here.
regulation. Bonus time starts now.
Sean Ryan, a phenomenal driver. Waiting on one more score here from the judges.
Probably gonna need a double score because Donald died.
I thought Mr.
That's gonna be done.
and
That's
alright.
done.
Okay.
Please don't save that, Sean. All right, next up for freestyle, we're really dwindling down here. It is Devin in that beautiful Blue Thunder. Trenton, you are his crew chief. He qualified for World Finals this weekend. He's got me feeling miles high right now.
Yeah, we were just back there. We and him were adjusting the shocks. Hopefully, he can get some better landings for freestyle. He was complaining about it in racing, and he is my boss, so I have to help him out in whatever he wants. And we were really ecstatic with how the season's been going, even though we haven't won anything yet. But I'm sure my boss can really get something like that. Oh boy!
Holy
And just
cow.
like that, that's why we adjusted the shocks right there, Tim.
That is a way for Blue Thunder to announce his presence. Now, Trenton, he had one of the best. Right now, I'm pretty sure. Oh no!
Oh god.
Oh, come on, save it, boss.
And
Come on.
Ow.
RAI, he did hit the dumpster. I think they're gonna let him refire though, since it wasn't the wall.
Fire up.
That was an ROR moment with that rebound there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have just kind of slid into it.
Yeah, he's good at ROR moments. But like I was saying, Trent, he had it's a save of the year nominee right now in Hotlanta. It was one of the best saves we had seen. He did it on one tire.
Yeah, I know. Like he replayed that to me hours and hours on end. He even called me in the middle of the night to tell me about it. He was really
Relentless.
happy about that, and hopefully, he's been telling me like, I'm gonna do it again, man. Just you watch. So I'm just waiting to see it. Obviously, that was a good save he had earlier. Got into the dumpster there.
The
And
amount
it is a
of
little hard to,
improvement is unbelievable, Trenton. The amount of growth we've seen in his confidence in driving is through the
Oh,
roof.
come on!
No!
That's
as soon
gonna
as
be
you
it.
say that.
26 seconds left. We're gonna see what the
I
scores
told him
look like.
about that rear steer, man. If you use
He had a
that rear
solid
steer like
run
that, it's
going.
just gonna fling you over. Now I gotta get out of here, Tim. I got some work to do.
Absolutely. So
22 is going to be the score with 2 7s and an 8.
I'm sad. Up next, it is Chris P. in that beautiful safe auto. Max, this is your first event. You captured the racing win, but for Chris, this is his third week in a row. He's made it to the finals, but has not gotten that trophy. He's got to be
Hey,
feeling
I was-
hot.
I really don't think that's something to hang your head in shame about.
Hey, get
That
your
just
points.
goes to show that he's consistently one of the guys to beat on this series. Chris has been a really great driver for a really long time, and he's showing you why right there.
I mean,
He is going for it.
once we get all the points, he's probably going to be, he might be in the points lead for all I know. Because has
Yeah.
back to back to back gotten great points in racing. His freestyle game, though, has been a little iffy. I know
Well,
he
that's
did
the
too
thing,
hot in
though.
Minneapolis, but Atlanta, I think he
Chris-
did okay.
With the way Chris freestyles, he thinks the same way I do. He's a lot more technical. He knows to air it out when he needs to, and he knows that he needs to put some wow factors in there. But all in all, he lays down solid, consistent
nice.
freestyles every time I've seen him run.
Absolutely, and I think the thing that's bit him is that he tries going a bit more crazy, and it ends up unfortunately biting
That's
him,
nice.
and he's flipped over. That was a nice little transfer, though, over there.
Well,
And-
that's the thing, though. That's the risk that's run with going ragged edge.
Oh, beautiful sky wheelie. He's got 20
That was
seconds
nice.
left in
Rides
regulation.
This is a very great run.
The
he's putting
momentum
on
is
right
there.
now.
If I were Marcel, I'd be a bit nervous
Strong.
going for a cross thread here.
I would be too, because Chris is someone you don't really want to watch freestyle, especially if you're in the lead.
5 seconds left in regulation. This is going to be
Oh.
probably his last regulation hit into a combo. Nice. That's going to be the end of regulation. Bonus time starts now.
Very good regulation there for Chris.
I feel like bonus points is really where he's going to need to get it, and that is how you get
Holy
bonus
cow.
points.
He went higher than Sean did.
Yeah. 10 seconds left in bonus time.
Cyclones right there. Chris
Oh,
knows how to
boy.
announce his presence, and he also knows how to put the exclamation point on freestyles.
5,
And he's doing that right now.
4,
He's
3,
got one more hit that's going to count.
2, 1, and this is going to be the
just
final
sent
hit
it
to
again.
count.
Huge air.
Huge air.
Wow. And he's going to roll it. He's going to barrel roll it. Almost goes for 2 rotations. He's
All
gonna
right,
end it
let's
on
look
his
at the
rough.
scores.
That is a great run for Chris. And it's going to tie for the lead.
Oh
But-
my.
He has the higher bonus score.
Wait,
Uh,
hold on. It'll look.
I don't think that's the higher. I think it's the same bonus score.
Same bonus score?
Oh wow, he scored the exact same.
Wow.
Yikes.
Jesus Christ.
We will figure that one
Say
out.
we're gonna-
Max, up next is the man who is literally playing on house money. Max in Iron Outlaw, he's got the green light. Max, what do you think he's going to have to do to take the lead, potentially away from the man he had to beat in the finals?
You know something? He doesn't only have to worry about Marcelo, but now he has to worry about Chris. And I mean, you gotta feel bad for him in this scenario. He has to follow a run just like that. That's not the position you want to be in. And I can assure you, I'm certainly nervous when I have to go out, but that's a nice time start. You know, to answer your question finally, the thing you gotta do is be different. You gotta differentiate yourself, and starting off in the racing lane is something very nice.
And he just did a little bit of a combo there off the rollers and into the van, and it transitioned him really nicely. A lot of the drivers had to really hard brake check, kind of slow the momentum down to not hit the wall, but it kind of spun his truck a little bit right around to get into the next hit.
Oh, absolutely. Max,
Oh my
Shut
up.
Looking nice. He's gonna get a nice sky wheelie. And he's gonna take the truck, turn around once again.
Oh,
no!
ROR moments. He's good.
Absolutely. He got a pop tire. That tire is flat. Not looking good for the 2 extreme camp. That Iron Outlaw is not in good shape.
About 30 seconds left of regulation. Nice wheelie, though, with a pop tire.
Absolutely. You know something? Oh, I think he may have gotten himself fixed. But either way, Max is going to really have to do quite a bit to pick up what was thrown down by both Marcelo and Chris.
He's got 10 seconds left in regulation. It's a good run, but I don't know if it's enough to take the lead. Oh, he bent up the truck there.
Oh, that was nice, but he's lacking what was there for Chris. Oh no! Oh, wait for
He
it.
saves it.
Nice save, and I'm assuming
That was his first bonus hit.
All right.
Surprised he got that save. That truck barely had enough momentum to keep him going. Oh, his truck is bent up. Oh, 10 seconds left. 2 Extreme has a lot of money. That's going to be it. That's going to be done.
Yeah.
All right. You're dead. Let's see what the scores reflect here. 7, a 7. We need a double score. We need a double score. 25.
Unbelievable. The bonus judge giving him a 4, boosting him up into a 25.
Zach, next up for freestyle, it is your World Finals Racing Champion and the first World Finals qualifier for World Finals 2, Trevor in High Roller.
Absolutely. After Trevor won that World Finals championship, he has automatically earned a bid into the follow-up World Finals, World Finals 2. Things getting a little bit bigger here for us in the FRA. And, you know, this is also a very popular truck amongst the pit party. It's a beautiful high roller body.
Absolutely. And Trevor has been in the back thrashing on his truck, trying to map out a good freestyle run. I mean, I don't know. I do not know. Max, me and you still... I mean, not Max. Zach, me and you still have to go.
No, I'm nervous.
Yeah, especially you're last
Either
up.
way- yeah, exactly. But anyways, Trevor told us he has something big planned for his run tonight. I'm very excited to see as to what that could be.
Absolutely huge air off the cars, a little sideways. Nice.
If you were to tell me it was the air, then I'd absolutely agree. The big thing is the air so far in this. Venom is rather solid considering the amount of air that he is getting. However, you gotta understand it's not just about momentum and it's not just about air.
Oh, this is gonna be
have to do
nice.
something big here, especially to top what Chris and Marcelo's done.
Yeah, and it's going to all come to a tiebreaker if no one can beat it. But if there's anyone who's going to break up that tiebreaker, it's going to be Trevor and High Roller. That was nice.
It could definitely be Trevor. He has all the opportunity here.
He's
But,
got about
you know,
25 left in regulation.
absolutely.
It's a good run so far. I really
Very
think he needs to
solid.
add something, though, like that is different from everybody. He's been going quick, and that's that. Wow, okay.
Nice air.
Huge air. 8 seconds left in
Maybe we do something
regulation.
big here. Listen, if I was Trevor,
Oh!
unbelievable air.
That's the end of regulation, too. Perfect way to end it. Problem is, though, that bonus clock is ticking. He's going to need to do oh, no. Oh, what the heck?
What is this?
What, what was that? He saved it.
Nonetheless.
I think he tried doing a pirouette, but, like, not touching the ground, so it counts. That was...
And ladies and gentlemen, now here comes the Gravedigger with Bryant behind the wheel. And you know, this truck, it's a legendary truck here, Zach.
Absolutely. You know something, Tim? I just love the way that Trenton, you know, from going Gravedigger, being driven by Bryant, of course, it matches Bryant's driving style, very out there, very unpredictable, very wild.
The World
Love to take a
Finals,
parade lap around that track.
he won World Finals freestyle, so he is known for freestyle, Trenton, so...
He is a freestyle world champion, and he's going to prove it right here. Just parading around, showing that beautiful paint because it's about to be destroyed.
He had one of the best saves we had seen in Minneapolis, and that's a way to start out the run.
Absolutely
Most
nice.
certainly.
You know, hopefully those shocks can really soak up those landings just like that. I mean, look at that. Boom. Barely any rebound at all. Not even a cradle shot.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's something. To go back to what Tim was saying earlier, yeah, definitely. Bryant with one of the craziest saves I have ever seen
Uh-oh.
in any truck on any track. Bryant driving this Gravedigger like, you know, he built the thing.
And, you know, I gotta tell you, Zach, you've been on that track the entire night. You know, how's the track been feeling to these drivers so far? Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
can he keep it? Nice.
Yeah,
You're
to
interrupting.
answer-
Go ahead,
My
man.
apologies. But to interrupt here, to answer your question as well, it's been very tacky for these drivers. Very difficult to keep up with. However, it's about
Oh, man.
consistency. You gotta be consistent on that track. Either you're gonna lay down a run or you are not. But no matter what, that truck
15
tends-
left
that
in
track
regulation.
tends to fight a lot of people. Going down to
Absolutely.
the final 10 seconds for regulation here.
He's gonna go big here. Hold on. Oh,
Nice
hang
one
on, hang
there.
on.
Oh, no.
Can he save it?
What a save. That's the end of regulation 2. Perfect way to end it. This
And
might
into
take the
bonus
lead.
time,
This-
Gravedigger.
I could see this taking the lead if he keeps this up. Oh, ROR moments.
ROR moment.
Okay. All right, Hyatt. That's going to be
He's
it.
gonna go back.
And
That's going to be the end of his run there.
Oh my goodness. Gravedigger has thrown up the highest regulation seen. 2 8s and a 9. That's gonna tie for the lead.
Oh, my gosh.
since he was in bonus, I don't know who's the bonus judge.
Me.
Tim is. But I think either way, I think
Tim,
Bryant
I
would
give him a
take the
bonus
lead
of 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all come down to this. This is the last run. Hydro, the driver of Blacksmith, still in the commentary booth with us. And Tim's back as well after going to get a cup of coffee. Welcome back, Tim.
Yep, and he's gonna nudge my truck. Love to see it. He was last week's freestyle winner. He got the qualifier flag. He is gonna have to somehow top what may potentially be a tiebreaker.
You know, Hydro, you've been on the track with Zach before. What are your opinions on this guy?
He's a really great driver. I'm pretty scared whenever I have to face him. He's really fast on the racing course, and he's a really good freestyler. He has really consistent freestyles.
I couldn't have said it better than myself, sir. And you know, Tim, that's what we've been talking about. He is Mr. Consistent and already starting out strong here.
Nice start. Gonna start it with a cross thread. That's something we haven't seen really tonight, and I think that's what he's gonna have to do though to differentiate from these runs and try and go back-to-back weeks with a freestyle win.
Definitely to be able to take the win here, he's going to have to not be afraid of anything and really take his chance. Just like that.
I also like he popped the sway bar right there. That could have been really bad if he hit that a little bit harder.
Oh,
Absolutely.
no! Can he
Can he
save it?
save it?
What a
save it?
save! Oh, RAI, he's on the dumpster, but it's one wheel. They're gonna let him back it off. Thankfully, that was the softest dumpster he could have had. We have mentioned this rule before, Trenton. If they do get one tire on the dumpster, they are okay to continue as long as they get off it safely. So he's able to continue, but if he does hit the dumpster like that again, it is an automatic done.
Yeah, the first time is a warning, and the second time is a finish for the DNF for the Superman. But, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the sick air and the momentum that he's getting right now.
He has that cape, so he's going to be getting great air. He's up in the air right now. This is a pretty good run so far. I don't know if it has what it takes to, take the lead, but if he has more cross threads, a lot more action, he could get that.
Oh! Sometimes he's talked to me, he's like, man, I really want to put glasses on this truck for pit party to make it look like it's in disguise before competition. And
there we go, back in the action. He kind of froze on my screen.
Zach keeping a run here going.
10 left in regulation.
Pretty surprised.
Oh, no! That's going to be it. Doesn't get into bonus, so that means we're going to have to get to a tiebreaker without a doubt here. We're going to see what the scores reflect.
I'll
give it a 6. Give it a 6. 6 and a 7. So I believe that's a 19. So we're going to have to get to the tiebreaker, and we'll get back to you on who wins.